Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are here live taking questions. Taking questions. We're here live taking questions. If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. We're here live taking questions. Hello, how are you? Hello, Jibril Saibi. How are you? Long time. Long time. Long time. How you feeling? Let me know in the comment. If you're here for the live session, please let me know in the comment section. Like if you have a question, mostly we just want to answer questions. We can touch on some latest immigration news, but the main goal here is to take questions. Okay. If you have a question, please put it in the comment section. If you want to ask your question live too, let me know so I can provide the link. Okay. I'm good. Oh, nice to hear that. How's the holidays going? How's the holiday going? Just it has been a while. Yes, it has been a while. It's been a while. We're trying to be live every Sunday. We're gonna try our best to be live every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, so we can take questions, talk about the latest immigration news. Um, yeah, those are the things that we want to discuss. But if you have a question, just please put it in the comment section. Yeah, I'm just waiting for questions first, okay? Before I get into it. Waiting for questions. Okay. We don't have questions. Let's see what we can discuss here. I posted a lot of you know, latest immigration news as far as what exactly is going on. Let's start with everything you need to know about ICE arrests. For when people go to those interviews, why are they getting arrested? If you heard somebody who got arrested or you have an interview coming up, we want to talk about why, in under what circumstances a person can be arrested at the interview. Okay, let me share my screen here. There are a lot of circumstances. It's here. I put it on my IG. Okay, everything you need to know about increased ICE arrests at USCIS interviews. The first thing you have to pay attention to, hold on, sorry. The first thing you have to pay attention to is criminal record. Okay. Do you have any type of criminal record? If you have a criminal record, it does in fact increase the risk of arrest during your USCIS interview. Let's say you file for I-130 petition and they're calling you for the interview. Well, chances are you might get arrested if you have criminal record. What kind of criminal record? It says here the presence of certain convictions in somebody's record can trigger inadmissibility or deportability grounds. Um, people with conviction of crime involving moral turpitude. Those are the type of crime like moral turpitude, a crime that shock the conscience. That's like theft crimes, for example. Those are moral turpitude type of crimes. Okay, aggravated felonies, drug offenses, violent conduct. That's like assault type here, or robbery, or breaking and entering. Those type of regardless of the time of the crime, the conviction. Okay, are especially exposed to detention. So what's going to happen is, because it's a deportable offense, it might trigger um, detention. But let's say the person was already in removal and they were previously detained, and they fight the removal, or they didn't fight it, or they didn't win, or something like that happened. um Basically, if the person is placed in detention for the second time, that's re-detention. At that point, the person can file habeas corpus to be released, because it's like, chances are I'm not going to be deported because you already placed me in in detention before. Why are you placing me again now? You know, those type of thing. Hold on. The existence of criminal record itself, including driving under the influence of alcohol. Remember this law that passed, I believe the House or something, about DUI to become a deportable offense. So those are things must be avoided at any cost, because that might trigger a detention. Criminal record, number one, criminal record. Okay. Number two, prior removal orders. If a person has been previously order removed, unless they meet the requirement of adjustment under, arriving alien, right now it's not really safe to file for I-130. Or maybe you have let's say the person has a pending, how do you call it, pending appeal, and then they file for I-130, but they have previously been order removed. You can argue, right? If the person gets detained, then of course they can argue that the case is pending appeal, then it stays removal order. But or if the person is an arriving alien, then they can add that USCIS does in fact has the jurisdiction to adjust the I-485 application. So those are the people who can be detained prior removal orders. You have to check if you have a prior removal order, because some people will go, they don't even know that they've been previously order removed. That's what happened at the airport when a person get arrested. It's because they don't even know that they've been previously order removed. You know, uh, high risk for ICE detention. What else we have here? Fraud or misrepresentation. This is the major one, because USCIS is cracking really hard on fraud. That's why if you have some type of fraud allegations, previous conduct, um, it might trigger a detention, like an arrest at the time of the interview. USCIS is cracking down really hard on fraud. Officers are closely analyzing prior conduct and might pursue fraud or misrepresentation findings related to intent at the time of entry. And that could lead to detention. Yeah, have to check your file. Um, Prior denials, depending on based on what it was denied. Sometimes if it's just denied because of you don't meet the requirement, that's different. But if the denial was based on alleged frauds, or it was revoked based on, you know, immigration violations, stuff like that, then you should really like look into those type as well. Immigration violation, into without inspection. Remember, if you're not arriving alien, uh, just don't avail yourself to those type of filings, because it might trigger arrest. Okay. Um, yeah, this is my IG. You can go and check that over there. Okay, so those are the things that we have questions here. Let's talk about the answer. Let's answer the question first here. We have travel ban is what concern case that has been approved family sponsor for Malian national. Okay. Oh, Mali. First of all, when it comes to travel ban, you have to first of all find out whether you are under whether the country is under total ban or partial ban, partial restriction. If the country is under total ban, then the people who are trying to come will not come because Trump cut back on exemptions. You know, at first we used to have those like exemption like relative immediate relative of U.S. citizen. They were exempt. SIG type of petitioners, they were exempt. You know, interpreters that work in Afghanistan, they were exempt. But now it looks like even the exemption, they cut it off. I'm just gonna hold on it. I'm gonna revert back because I'm gonna check to see whether or not your country is total ban or partial ban. I guess it's an NVC. Yeah, it's gonna depend. What if the country is total ban, then it's just at this point, it's just they stop processing. The person who's outside is not gonna come in. Hi, how are you? Advance Happy New Year from me. Hi, Mohsen Sv. How are you? Happy New Year too. It's like it's already the 28th. Like we have 29, 30th, 31st. We only have 3 days. We only have 3 days. We're gonna be there. Hopefully. God willing, we'll be there in 2026. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you too. We have here. Okay. Recently, I see USCIS notice about VAWA. They found a lot of fraud. Okay. Now they since 2020, now they will review all application very deeply. What will happen with application that's already approved? Application that's already approved, they did not mention it. Remember that USCIS is reviewing applications for 19 countries and asylum and refugees, regardless of whether they got their green card or not. Those are the ones that we know they are reviewing for sure. Refugee status, like asylum granted, right? And then adjustment of status, or the people who enter as refugee. Those are the people we know for sure USCIS is reviewing their application, even if they have green cards. Everything is being reviewed. But for VAWA, they did not mention that they're reviewing old approvals. They did not mention that. They're just moving forward. They change a little bit on their requirements. Remember, under the Biden administration, they touched down sometimes on a little bit on the requirements. I'm gonna let me share my screen and see. Let me see what they touched down on it. Okay, so under basically what they're saying, USCIS is restoring integrity to the VAWA domestic abuse program after finding a lot of fraud. What exactly they're changing? Some changes, what they're saying is that self-petitioners are required to provide evidence of good faith marriage as primary evidence. And that's just limited to the time they live together. So you have to show that you live together with the spouse in question and you are in a bona fide marriage. Remember with Biden, they cut down on that requirement to have lived together. It's like even if you didn't really leave, you live for a short period of time, they will approve the petition as long as you show that you were abused. But they're going back to the requirement of living with the spouse together, and that's the only evidence they will consider as far as marriage is concerned. Um, this another requirement is that self-petitioners are required to provide evidence that their relationship with their surviving abusive parent or child continue after the filing. Okay. In case the relationship is terminated by death. Let's say you're a self-petitioner, you're filing that you were abused by a U.S. child, or you filing that you're abused by a petitioner, a parent, right? An abusive parent. So what's going to happen is if that person dies, you still have to show evidence that the relationship continued even after maybe you were in touch with the family, other people in the family tree or stuff like that. They really want to see continuance. That's going to be a little bit hard here. But anyway, and then USCIS has sole discretion to determine what evidence is credible and what weight to give to the evidence. So yeah, they touched down a little bit on the requirement, but yeah. So let's see here. We have a question here. Okay. Hi, what if you have prior proceeding removal and you left pardon term specify come back after 10 years? Or if you left prior or you have removal proceedings and then you took voluntary departure and you actually left and came back, you should be fine because you came back 10 years. You already did the 10 years bar anyway. So you just have to, how you came back, if you came back with the visa, right? It's going to show the date you came back. Then it's going to show the 10 years time frame from the date you receive voluntary departure. So you should be fine. If you have all those evidence, you put it together, you should be fine. As long as you can show it, right? You should be fine. The vetting again, they're talking about the one that they're vetting again. As the one that I know for sure is for asylum. If you got your green card through asylum, those are the one they're vetting again. But just 19 country, what they just stop processing basically. Because they want a proper vet before they give the decision. But if the decision already was rendered a long time ago, I don't think they'll do it because that would be a lot of work. I don't think so. No, I didn't hear anything like that. So specific, it's about green card based on asylum or refugee status. Asylum is those who got it inside. Refugees are those who come with the refugee status. But anyway, it's but for the purpose of admission, basically, a person who gets green card based on asylum is admitted as a refugee. That's why you get asylum, because you're defined as a refugee, basically. You meet the definition of refugee. So those are the people that are being vetted again. They're vetting under, like they're reviewing, and they might give a second interview. I post that post too on my YouTube post, and then on my IG. You can go ahead and watch that one, like read through it. Say less people traveling under the why still. Yeah, I don't know because it's USCIS, but if you have an emergency travel, remember you can still get it done faster. You just have to show what is the emergency. The bad thing about it is like you have to pay again, because the way emergency parole works is that you call USCIS for the appointment, and you tell them what is the emergency. And once they tell you what evidence to bring, then you go to the appointment. If they agree that it's an emergency, they're going to give you parole. You just have to bring another new application, and then they're just going to process it on the spot, and you have to pay them again, right? So, and then you get it, the parole, if it's an emergency. But if you just wait, yeah, I don't know why it's taking too long when people are not filing for it. Yeah, it's USCIS. You can't really trust those people with timing. Mm-mm. Um, is it safe international Senegal partially banned with the two? Partially banned. Partially banned could be a little bit safer, because when it's partially banned, immediate relative can go, right? But the thing is, you don't know when you come back how it's gonna play out at the airport. Because sorry, drinking water, because you don't know those people. CBP, at the port of entry, that's where the problem is. Sometimes they don't understand the rules. They'll think like you are banned for good, and then they don't let you in. If it The way I'll see, if it's not emergency, just hold on the travel for now. But if it's a matter of like you have to see somebody at the hospital, they're gonna pass away, then you take the risk. But if it's just like you're going for a vacation, for me, I'll suggest that you hold on it and just see how things are developing. That's my advice. You think it's still normal processing? Yeah, because it takes like those I-131, it takes forever. Um, but to be honest, they should have given, if they already gave you the work permit based on C9, they should have given you that too at the same time, the I-131. It's probably maybe they don't want to give it. So that's how it actually works. When you apply I-485, I-131, work permit at the same time, C9. The moment they give you C9, that's the moment they have to adjudicate the I-131 as well. Um, if they're taking too long, it's probably because they don't want to give it. In rare cases, they will take their time, but if it's filed at the same time, the reasoning is that when they give you the work permit, they should parole you too for the purpose of traveling. But again, as I will say, if you really need, if it's an emergency parole, you can make an appointment. They are still taking those appointments. You make an appointment, you go to USCIS, or you make an appointment over the phone. It's actually online. You make an appointment, you talk about what type of emergencies it is you're going to do there. Then they call you, they tell you to bring the evidence, then you bring the evidence. Then if you meet the requirement, they just give you the parole on the spot, but you have to pay for the application again. And now you have to pay for and the application and the parole fees. Remember, parole, now you have to pay an extra $1,000 for it, besides the fees for the application. You know what I mean? It's like parole is like nowadays, unless it's really an emergency. Yeah, that's a little too much. VAWA approved 18 months running, no update. Um, if the VAWA is already approved, you have to reach out to USCIS for the green card. Why the green card is taking too long? If the VAWA is already approved, especially if you file at the same time with everything. Yeah, you need to reach out to the USCIS. You really have to be like on them, like otherwise they're just not gonna do anything. Yeah, so I think yeah, you need to reach out to what else. Got everybody. Yeah, so that's the what else we have here. Yeah, okay, let me see if Mali is what type of ban if it's partial. Let me see partial ban, what exactly the exceptions are. Yeah, give me one moment. Meanwhile, if you have questions, just please put it in the comment section. I just want to see the exemption for the ban. Oh, by the way, now they're giving $3,000 for. Remember, they used to give $1,000 for self deportation. Now they're giving 3,000. Interesting. Hmm. Let's see, travel ban. I had it here. So, I had it here. Yeah, I had it here. Let me see if I can find it somewhere. Let's see. Senegal. Senegal is partially banned. Okay. Partial ban. Let me see. I had the entire travel ban here. I want to see the exemption that they have on that. If it's partially banned, okay. Yeah, I don't see it. I had it here. Wanted to just give you the actual exemption. Okay, so if it's partially banned, then generally they will allow entry of the green card holder for the visa that was for the green card that was issued before the ban. Okay, that's the exemption, and then they have another exemption for sport event type of visa, national interest exception, immediate relative of U.S. citizen. Yeah, so if it says partially banned, then you have an exemption. If you have your green card, you just have to make sure that you print it out, right? Because when you're coming back, then those people at the airport sometimes they don't understand the law. Then you can show them that your country is partially banned. It's not totally banned, which means you meet the exemption of green card holder with a valid green card that was issued prior to the ban. You see? Yeah, that's for Senegal. Somebody else asked for Mali. Mali is Mali partially banned? Depending on if it's partially bent, then you should be fine, because then you meet the exemption of immediate relative if the NVC case is based on immediate relative. Who else here? Anybody else? We want to maintain the live session every Sunday at 2 p.m. Let me see. Oh, there's a question here. You think you have any option to get this money back without her signature? Which money we talking about here? I have original check and all document. She has no. Are we? What type of question are we talking about? Yeah, more sane. I don't know the question. I don't understand the question. Which money we talking about? Get the money back from who? Yeah, I don't understand the question. Yeah, I don't understand the question, so it's hard for me to tell you because I don't understand the question. Please check previous message. Which message? No, I don't see any for that. Oh, my obligator doesn't want to help me to get my immigration bond money back. I have all original document, but she does want to sign it. Please or terminate it. She doesn't want to sign it. Okay. So you the one who put your own money for the bond? Yeah, you're gonna have to sue her. Yeah, so you're gonna have to sue because if the obligator is the one who signs the paperwork in order to for the person to be released on bond, so the immigration they know that the person who's the obligator is the one who pay for the bond, but you're saying that you pay your own money and you want to get your money back and she doesn't want to sign the paper. Yeah, you need to sue her. That's it. Because there's no way they're going to give you the money because the name on the obligate of the is somebody else's name on the paperwork, you see. Yeah, you're just going to have to sue. Yeah, you're going to have to sue. Okay, so what else we have here? I guess that's it. We want to maintain Sunday 2 p.m. Eastern time to take questions. So just know that we're gonna really try our best to maintain Sunday to for questions and live sessions. Yeah, you're gonna have to sue. You have to use the court. Yeah. Why is she demanding her your money? Oh my God. She didn't put any money there. She's demanding your money. Oh my God. She just signed and now she's demanding to take half. Maybe she's saying because she helped you, you need to pay her. Yeah, if she doesn't sign, you're just gonna have to use the court. You need to sue, compel, you know, yeah, because they're not gonna give it to you anyway. So you're gonna just have to use the court to sue and something around those lines, or maybe you just give her something. Oh my God, people are crazy. She didn't put nothing and she won't take half. That's crazy, don't you think? Why she signed it if she didn't have the money to put? You put your own money and that people are crazy in this country. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. That's sad. Yeah, you just gonna have to sue, okay? No, I don't have a legal process for it because the obligator is supposed to be the person who has the money. That's why they signed the paperwork. But if you put your own money and then she just provided her signature and her, how you fill out the sponsorship type of requirement, but she doesn't have the money. If it was like an internal arrangement, this now you just have to use the actual court, like a state court, you know, not immigration court for that purpose, because you want the money. You want your money. Now it becomes like she doesn't want to sign because she wants to be paid for it. It's like that's crazy. Don't you know people who know her? Then they can put you guys together like a arbitrator, mediator, like a mediation. Use mediation. Um, use like mediation. Like some people know it all, right? They can put you guys together and find a solution. Maybe you can give her something, but not half. Oh my God, I can't believe it. That's crazy. Yeah, because if you go to court too, you're gonna pay the lawyer a lot, and you might not. Yeah, but anyway, just try to find like mediation, or they call them arbitrator. Oh, sorry, arbitrator. Sorry, I heard it. Or mediator. I can't believe this. Yeah, that's sad. Why this person? She didn't put nothing. She won't get half. That's like stealing. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you just have to find a peaceful solution because you don't want to, create other problem. Try to find peaceful solution. Yeah. Anybody else? So we're trying to wrap up here because we're just here to answer questions. And the next live will be, oh my gosh, my lightning is too much. Let's see the next live session. It will be that'll be on January 4th. I want to keep Sunday. I feel like Sunday is best for me. I want to keep Sunday 2 p.m. Eastern time. Even if we have breaking news or whatever, I'm just gonna come with it on Sunday. I might post on IG on my story or something along those lines, because I just really want to keep Sunday for this 2026. I want to have a schedule and follow it. Um, yeah, I really want to have a schedule and follow it, because sometimes it's really hard. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please like, please share. If you miss any news, go on my IG. I have at least 5 detailed posts on the latest, breaking down the latest immigration news. And please like too, right? Go there and please like and share. Uh, we'll come back Sunday, next Sunday, 2 p.m. That will be January 4th. I want to keep Sunday. I feel like Sunday's best. January 4th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, we're gonna try every Sunday and see how we do it in 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully we're gonna make it. We only have 3 days. Hopefully we're gonna be there, right? So Happy New Year. Hossein asks for try to find a peaceful solution first and see if it's gonna work. If it doesn't work, like try to find mediation, arbitrator. Just Google it, then talk to them about that and see what solution is best. If it doesn't work, then you're gonna have to use the court system, which is kind of sad. But that's how you can get her to sign so you can get the money. Yeah. And why would she sign if she knew that she should have tell you before, like, oh, I'm just signing, but you're gonna give me 10,000. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Anyway, thank you very much. Please like, please share. Next time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, January 4, 2026. Hopefully, we're gonna be there. We're gonna make it. Happy New Year, everybody. At least this crazy year of the first year of Trump is over. Let's see how the second year goes. Looks like it's getting a little bit better in terms of ICE raids and arrests. I think it's getting better. So let's see how next year goes. Okay. Until next time. Bye bye.